All right, Cancerians, let's see what's going on for you for mid-August. I have been talking quite a bit about the full moon in Aquarius, which is happening today, the day I'm recording this for you. We also have a very strong T square that includes Saturn and Venus, all squaring Mars and Jupiter. So I'll talk a little bit more about that as we get into this reading. But let's see what the energies are that are focusing. No, not focusing on Cancer. You're focusing on. All right, karmic path. What the heck? Karmic path. Lucky. All right. Power. Oh my goodness. What is happening here? Affluence. I feel like you're making a choice for a different timeline right now, Cancer. I feel like you're choosing to continually be the best version of yourself. That is going to bring you a lot of luck and power and affluence. There is some kind of shift here. And Saturn has been, Saturn is our lessons in life, and wherever you have Saturn, that part of the house that your birth Saturn, that Saturn sits in at the day of your birth or the moment of your birth, is your particular lesson. But Saturn still transits, right? So Saturn is moving through Pisces right now, and this is about calling us all to look at our own spiritual path. And am I on the path of my best and highest self? Am I really doing that work, or am I treading water, or am I going backwards? Which am I doing here? Now, Saturn is in retrograde right now. Speaking of going backwards, it doesn't really go backwards. It just slows down. But what's happening as it's opposite Venus in Virgo. So there's a lot of arguments here, because when things are in opposition to each other, there's an argument about practicality versus spiritual growth. There's an argument about these two things. And I feel like right now, if you have always been choosing the practical side of things, shaking it up. All right, shaking it up. Oh, yeah. Ace of Swords. Oh, yeah. Like, look what you've always chosen. And are you getting what you want? Are you always working on your best and highest self? Okay, great. That's terrific. Look at this, though. 9 of Cups. If you're choosing to do something different right now, this is about making a different choice. Fool, Justice, and the Ace of Wands. Wow. The World and the Star card. So there's a lot of healing going on here when you make this choice. Some of you have just discovered what this choice is, or just discovered what you want. Some of you have been kind of like, well, I've always chosen this one direction because that's what I thought I was supposed to do, or that's what I thought life was about. And you're being given or being shown another path. Cancer, that's fantastic. So you're going to balance things out. Look at this, the Fool and the 9 of Cups. I'm doing something that is right for me long term, because I feel like this is Aquarian energy. This is also Aquarius is here too, one of the fixed signs. So this is about a new vision, right? Having a new vision. And I just feel like you've discovered some kind of truth in yourself. And like, oh, okay, all these other choices that I've made have been coming from someone else's philosophy. Maybe it's from my parents, maybe it's from my partner. It's somebody else's philosophy. It's almost like you're discovering, Sagittarius here with the energy of lucky. That is also about, personal philosophy falls under Sagittarian energy. We've got Capricorn here. We've got a lot of expanse of financial wealth, because it's almost like opposite George. You thought you were going toward financial wealth, but it just keeps getting diminishing and diminishing and diminishing. You thought you were going towards happiness, but it keeps diminishing and diminishing and diminishing. You got to make a new choice. Okay. That's what's going on in here. Oh, I love this. There you are. King of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, keeping it close to the vest. I might tell you here. 2 of Cups. Some of you are not sharing your feelings right now. feel like it's strategically a better idea to not share your feelings, possibly. Death. Big change. Woo! 9 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. Wow. I feel like you might be afraid to share your feelings right now. Afraid is kind of a strong word, like anxious about it, anxious about speaking some kind of truth about what I want that's a different choice than I normally would have made. People who know you for a long time might be like, I'm sorry, what are you doing? Yeah, there it is. Affluence. You're going to look like a freaking genius. Okay. Magician and the 2 of Pentacles. This is a little bit of stalling here. You're manifesting this influence, maybe affluence, definitely. Because it's almost like you're accumulating something before you test it out in the world. You've made this choice already. This decision has already happened, and you're just not letting anybody in on it. Keeping it very close to the vest, Cancer. I can see that. And even people who are going to be impacted, I mean, like almost like especially people who are going to be impacted positively or negatively, it kind of depends on the person. You might think that somebody in your life is going to be impacted negatively by you doing something differently. I don't think you know that. I don't think you know that. I think that there's a sense of like my ego, and I don't, all due respect, it's not your like, oh, look at me, I'm so awesome. That's not the kind of ego I'm talking about. It's like your mind. This is why you haven't made this choice in the past, because your ego is telling you, oh, it's going to adversely impact other people. But I don't think you really know that. I think you're telling yourself that, but I don't think you really know that. And so you're kind of standing still. You're accumulating a lot of frequent flyer points or frequent flyer miles or something like that without actually anybody else noticing. You're accumulating something, because I see this 10 of Pentacles and the Magician. You're like already accumulating affluence coming your way. You're doing this balancing act. I just feel so, sometimes cards are louder, sometimes depending on the context. This feels very loud to me. You're holding back, and it's a strategic decision to do so. Because I see Ace of Wands, the Fool, the Ace of Swords. Talk to me about this power and affluence, please. Woo! Queen of Wands. That's fire sign, Sag or Leo here. I'm seeing that. Sag. Knight of Wands, Tower. Woo! And the Dam bursts. Okay, so there's a person here. Queen of Wands, fire sign, Sag or Leo. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Capricorn here. They could have a lot of planets in Capricorn, but they're super creative, right? Very creative. And boy, when you two to get together, boom. Okay, boom. 3 of Pentacles, becoming a master of something. You're learning about things while you're waiting. Okay, there's just this quality of waiting here. You've already made this decision. You've already made the choice. You're just pretending right now. You're just 2 of Pentacling it. You're just pretending before you go stepping off this cliff. Knight of Swords, 9 of Wands, getting all your ducks in a row, 7 of Wands and 7 of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. I feel like you have a fear that there will be a lot of repercussions, whatever that means to you, for making this decision in your life, that there's going to be a lot of repercussions. And repercussions can be anything. I see a lot of affluence coming your way. This could be like, I'm not quitting this job until I have my ducks in a row. Okay, awesome. But there's something here about you're not going toward just another job. Maybe you're starting a business, or maybe you are partnering with someone. This is a Two of Cups here, partnering with somebody, and you have some concerns as to whether this is going to work. Now, talk to me about this partnership. Devil energy, there's Capricorn again, Queen of Swords, Three of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. There's something similar about you and this person. I see Gemini here, Gemini, Capricorn. Remember what I said about a lot of Capricorn? There's a lot of Saturn energy here. We've got the Tower, Death, and the Devil card. I feel like you are walking away, turning your back on something that has played itself out. There's like, there's only so many tricks in the bag, okay? There's only so many things that this career path can do for you. There's only so much that these past choices, you've seen everything. There's nothing new. There's no reason to make the same decision. And I feel like that's what Saturn is here saying to you. Like, this is going to push you to make a different choice, which is very anxiety inducing. But I feel like you can then see the future. Something about seeing the future. And it is bright, my friend. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles. So why the resistance? Why the resistance here? Very cautious energy. Three of Cups, 10 of Wands, Hierophant. Oh, okay. 7 of Cups. I just get the feeling that you're not sure what other people are going to say. And I also feel like you are, codependency is feeling responsible for other people, other people's emotions, other people's reactions to things. Now, if your reaction to that is, well, yeah, it's going to impact other people, I've got to be mindful of that. True. But I feel like this is like a 2-year dragging the feet as opposed to I'm putting my ducks in a row. I think you're telling yourself you're putting your ducks in a row, but this can become, or this has been for quite a while, a dragging of the feet. And it's because you think that there's some way to go in this new direction without any consequences, or you're going to find the exact right thing to say, or there's something like that. And I just get the feeling that is, it's sort of like making those same decisions over and over again and expecting a different result. You're not going to get a different result. This really I've made this choice, but now I need to know, I need to find the exact moment, the right moment. I need to find the exact right words to say. All understandable, but I also feel like at some point it becomes counterproductive. Okay? So I see you going towards great abundance. I see that there's a partnership. Let's dive into that. I'm going to look at what you don't see coming. I'm going to look at what happens in the next 30 days, and then let's get some advice, okay, on how to work with the situation. Link is below, Cancer, if you want to continue on with me. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.